Hello, this is my assignment 5 for SEG 3103, where today I want to talk about easy mocking in Java. So I would like to introduce easy mocking with an image that I really liked. So basically, what easy mocking is that say that you have your real system or the project, right? Easy mocking is you take the class in green, which you are going to focus, and say in the system that the green class, like depends on the other classes, like dependencies, like uh, the piece in yellow calls the piece in green, and so on, right? So what easy mocking uh, is that you focus on the green and the pieces in yellow that which are dependent. You are basically going to mock them, right? Like every single one of them is M M, right? You're going to mock them. Okay, so for this video I have the income calculator. So the income calculator is a class where its purpose is to calculate the salary of a person based on the position. So say you have a company, right? And you have like three types of position: the boss, the programmer, and the surfer. Um, and the important part is that the class to mock, or the for now I have a interface to mock, is called the iCalc iCalc method, and the iCalc method has a calc method which takes in a position or a enum, right? Okay, so now we are going to I'm going to go through the test. But before I do that, I want to mention that I passed every single test, and I will explain we why all the tested why all the tests have passed. Right. Okay. So first we have the before. So the before is before all the tests are ran. You're gonna uh, s- uh, Java is going to invoke a method called setup. Setup, so it takes a calc method instance and it calls the create nice mock. Okay, so what the create nice mock does is that it returns, no, it's it creates a mock which returns default values for methods which are not overridden. So basically, just in other words, um, it takes that calc method, the interface instance, and it creates a mock of it. So yeah, iCalc method dot class, and then it takes a income calculator instance. So this instance, and it initializes it to a new income calculator. Okay, so with that being said, let's go to the first test. Alright, so let me make this here. Okay, so the first test, okay, we expect, so I think I have yeah, the expect method tells EasyMock to simulate a method with certain argument. So basically, kind of like assert equals in JUnit, but we have the mocking. So expect that the calc method dot calc on a boss will return 70,000. All right, and then the times is basically like how many times this has to be ran. So for this it's 2 times. And then the same thing, it's gonna do calc method dot calc and then calc on a programmer and return 50,000. Now, the important part of all of this is the line 36 where we say replay. Now, replay method is called to make the mock object available. So it will basically make these tests available. I'm going to elaborate on this so it's more clear. Okay, now we say calc dot set method dot set calc method. So we go here. Yes, set calc method, which takes the interface instance. So it's a calc method. And then yeah, it will run the test, right? So if I do this, see, it passed. Now if I hide this replay, then now we should have an error saying like assertion error. So like we did not assert what we wanted. We did not tell Java what tests are to be expected. So how can no equals this, right? It cannot no. So therefore we need that replay method just to prove that it works. There you go. Okay, so now that's it for the first test. Now the second test is test no calc. So in this test we have we set the position to a server, but we call the calc. However, if you go back in here and say calc, okay, now it says if the calc method is null, so it's gonna throw a runtime exception, right? So here we did not even set a method, a calc method. So that's why we are expecting a runtime exception. So if we run this, it's good. But however, if we don't run this, like if we hide, we're gonna it's gonna throw a runtime exception, and there we go. So we need Control Z. There we go. We need this here. Okay, pass. Okay. The third test is test no exception. So again, just similar to the first test. So we're gonna uh, expect a boss, and the boss has 78,000, right? We're gonna replay, and then we set calc, and then we don't set the position. So again, we're gonna have a runtime exception. Oh, sorry, this test is similar to this, not the first one. Anyways, and then the final test should be test number 1, 2, 3, 4. It should be test 4, but whatever. So test 4, what it does is say that like in the company we remove the surfer, right? We don't have a surfer anymore. Whoops, let me clear. Yeah, so we don't have the surfer anymore, right? So we say expect the calc on the surfer to throw a new runtime exception, and it should run only one time. So replay, and then based on this statement here, we say like I don't know this surfer guy, so it will run and it will throw a runtime exception. Uh, yeah, okay, so there you go, it passed. Um, yeah, and that's it for my video, and thank you for listening. Bye.